To calculate the enthalpy of a reaction when you have an energy profile diagram, regardless of whether it's a forward reaction or a backwards reaction. The difference between the energies in the reactants and products. Another way to think about it is where you start versus where you finish. So this is where you start at the reactant. So this is how much energy is in your reactants. This is where you finish up. So it's just the difference between these start and finish lines. So if you read off the actual profile diagram, you can see that you start off, the reactants have 80 kilojoules of energy, right? And you finish and you get 160. So you think to yourself, well, what's the difference between, how did you get from 80 to 160? What's the difference between the two? That's going to be your enthalpy. So you can see that you had to absorb, because the number went up, absorb 80 kilojoules. So you know it's an endothermic reaction. Now, if they asked you for the enthalpy of the reverse reaction, you start here. These are going to be your reactants. You're going to turn these into your products. So you're starting here, you're finishing here. So again, same numbers. Your starting line here is actually 160 kilojoules. You went from there, your finish line is 80 kilojoules. So how did you get from 160 to 80? Well, you can see that you had to lose 80 kilojoules of energy, so you know it's an exothermic reaction.